right, we are recording Pten Poker League playoffs.
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 Not talking practice. So you got Dante, the 1 seed here, and Jacob, the the 4 seed. Even though I'm number 1 in points, whatever. It's fine. So we're gonna break down the playoff matchups and the seeding. And first, man, what an exciting end to the regular season. To have, basically it was, Renee really needed some magic to happen. So she really wasn't, in there. But the fact that she put out her best team and it made it very interesting for Martin. And then Craig with Stephanie. And then my game with Lewis, which honestly I thought I'd lost. I was already saying, hey, I'm the 6th seed. Even went to bed, not to bed, excuse me, but going into the 49er game thinking, man, Craig blows up and outscores me by 50, I could miss the playoffs. I had a doubt in my mind about that, but then Josh Allen took the field and that was all erased. So absolutely one of our best seasons for sure.
Yeah, it's been great. It came down to the wire. A lot of good stuff, man. I mean, you see old Brandon backing into that number 1 seed. What is it, 140?
Number 2, you mean? Yeah.
139.
He's number 2 seed. You're the 1 seed.
Well,
how you wanted to bring that up?
I meant that you both got buys. Who would have thunk it? Old Brandon, got
Mr. Pity Party. I'm quitting fantasy. I'm quitting football every other week. Has got himself a bye. He should be the number 1 seed if he had not given away half of his team throughout the year. And don't even watch this video, Brandon, because But anyway, I applaud you for letting me have Josh Allen back. I appreciate that. I love that guy. I might even get me a Josh Allen jersey.
Oh, twist it a little bit further.
So, but all right, man. Let's so we got 2 games this week. Let's talk about. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can talk about Bill and Martin's first. Okay. You're able to see my screen, Dante?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. So let's go over here and let's click on this one.
Number 1 seed Scotch. The little 12-year-old McAllen for y'all, FYI.
Okay. Oh,
you gotta have the best record in the league.
I have a vodka tonic.
Oh wait, no lime Ritas? You're disappointing me.
I haven't really had a lime Rita in a long time.
Lies, empty cans under your bed.
It's not. They're too sugary. All right. So right now on paper, if we're looking at this, Martin is projected to win. We know that means nothing. But these are guys that are separated by only a game in the standings. Martin, despite Ezekiel being a turd all year, pretty much, is back in the playoffs. I don't remember if he was in the playoffs last year, but he hasn't really been a factor, Miles, in in our league in a while, correct?
Oh, that's absolutely correct. Martin actually was the last seed last year, and got to pick his spot, right? So he picked the 10th round there, and so I mean, hey, hats off to you. Go from the very last seeded team last year to being in the playoffs with your good buddy Bill. To move on. I mean, as crazy as it was, Martin did absolutely nothing after his draft until he sits. I don't think he picked up one player. I don't think he made one. I don't think he did anything at all. He escaped the major injury bug. I know Joe Mixon is hurt, but I mean, for the most part, the 85% of his team has been here, and he has stuck to it, not done anything. It worked.
If we think about it, then next to Brandon, he had the best draft. He just stuck with his players.
That's right. I mean, 2 wildly different, tactics here. I'm literally going to pick up and drop and do about 150 transactions. and still make the playoffs. And, in Brandon's case with a 2 seed in the bye, or I'm just not going to do anything at all and still make the playoffs. I mean, hey, it can go either way, guys and gals.
And I know Martin is staying home most of the time, so it's crazy that he wasn't more active on the waiver wire. So, but so looking at this matchup, who do we like? Aaron Rodgers playing Detroit. He's going to put up 35 in that game. Chubb's against Baltimore, so that works in Martin's favor. Jonathan Taylor, Vegas. Andre Hopkins, New York Giants. Diggs, Pittsburgh. Andrews, Cleveland. I'm just going through this. Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Man, this is actually a pretty close matchup.
It is.
Go ahead and make your pick.
I've looked at this already, and I got Martin winning this game. Bill, you've had a great season. Josh Jacobs is not playing this week. And, even though I picked up Devontae Booker to block him with you this last week, he only gave 7 points. He got the majority of the touches. I'll probably hold him again just so you can't have him again. And because who gives a shit, right? I'm not playing this week. But no, besides that, Martin is balanced. Martin's only thing is, who is he going to start? Because he's got some guys on this bench that can be some questionable, hey, what am I going to do here? But DeAndre Swift, that concussion, I mean, Adrian Peterson said it. The guy's not the same. I don't, who really knows? Jonathan Taylor can be hit and miss. It could be a Hines game or even Chubb going against Baltimore. I like Martin.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Giovanni Bernard has a pretty good game against Dallas. I think Zeke has a good game against Cincinnati. I like his matchups more. Miles, calm down. See, my co-pilot here being pretty loud.
By the way, Miles turned 1 yesterday, y'all. So everybody,
what's that?
I'm just telling everybody, Miles turned 1 yesterday. So.
Yeah, he turned 1 yesterday. That's right.
On Facebook.
So yeah, once you take Josh Jacobs out of his lineup, it's just not going to be a good situation for Bill's team. And I think that's kind of been the thing that's happened to him the last few years. He's had a really good team, and the stuff that happens in the playoffs. I think it's going to happen again. I really do. Aaron Rodgers, I think you're going to need a 50 burger from him. You're going to need Swift to have a big game as well, and he's questionable, so he's banged up.
I mean, Stephon Diggs going against Pitt. I mean, I just, there's
and we're about to get to my matchup, but Diggs is going to have a hard time. He is, and he might have single digits, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Martin on this. So now let's get to the juicy one. Me and Stephanie. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. You can crawl around a little bit.
Stephanie, you win this game. Next time you come over, there's going to be shards of glass in your Jello shots, just so you know. So just be careful.
Like, yeah, do I want to win this game and upset Stephanie, or I don't know. Do I want to lose and let there be sanity in the world? So taking that aside, looking at this game, I'm getting McCaffrey back. All signs point to that. It's not 100% yet. He's still got the questionable there, but everything's looking good. He's not one of the COVID people for the Panthers. I will say that we'll play into it a little bit because they are going to have less offensive weapons, so they may key on him a little bit. Drake against the Giants. I got to love that. Lockett and Metcalf against the Jets. I got to love that because Seattle also is not playing out to their potential, so I don't think they're going to blow them out. I think the Jets have been hanging around with people, and I think they're going to hang around in this game. I mean, I look at her matchups, Lamar Jackson against Cleveland. In past years, that would be a great matchup. It's not this year. Derrick Henry against Jacksonville is scary.
That's scary. That's got a 40 burger all over it.
It does. And that's why I need McCaffrey to, give me 35, ish points. Raheem Morris against Monstrous against Washington. I like that matchup for me. AJ Brown, I think he'll have a pretty good game, but honestly, I'm not even being biased. I'm looking at this objectively. I'm picking myself to win.
So, I'll say this, and then you kind of ran down the matchups. Obviously Christian McCaffrey back, but you know what? I'm not playing Gurley if I'm you. I know you may not have other options that you want to like die on the hill with, but Gurley scares me. He can get you 20, which will be like, 13 rushes for 25 yards and 2 touchdowns, or he can get you nothing, right? But
sure,
he could, and you got Antonio Brown, and if you want to make a change, you can. There's
I'll tell you right now, my lineup's not 100% locked with either of my Atlanta players based on their health, because both of them do scare me. But the Chargers are susceptible against the run. They've already said they're going to use Gurley more in this game than they did last week. So I don't know yet. I'm not put. I'm also can't trust Andy Reid with CEH right now because he activated him before the game, didn't play him a snap. That was kind of rude, to be perfectly honest. So I totally agree with you. I can't trust Todd Gurley or Julio Jones for that matter, even though Julio Jones has still been gutting it out and playing for a bad team and eating up catches. But I think that's going to be a high-scoring game against the Chargers. I think both those teams go ham. I think bet the over if you're betting that game. But we'll see what I do with Gurley. We'll see what I do. I may pop in CEH. I don't think I'm going to play Antonio Brown.
Yeah, no, and so again, there's options there, but just even looking at this, as we mentioned, Derrick Henry, I'm looking at, even, TJ Hawkinson with Green Bay, Devontae Parker. I know Casey's defense is good, but they're going to have to throw. That's garbage time waiting to happen. Cooper Kupp, with Robert Woods in New England, who's Stephon Gilmore going to shadow, or is he going to shadow?
You're going with Stephanie.
I'm going with Stephanie. I think Stephanie's going to pull out this game. I think she's going to pull out this game. And, I see, look, I'm looking at the Lockett and DK. I actually think Lockett has a better game than DK does. And he has a good one. And I think, really what it boils down to is Christian McCaffrey going to be Christian McCaffrey. They're going to give him the opportunity, right? But with Denver, it could go either way. He can light up anybody, but I looked at everything. I'm taking a field test for it. My gut's telling me Stephanie's going to pull this one out. And so that's kind of how I'm going to ride with
it. She may, but let's think about this. He's played 3 games all year. This was back after missing 6 weeks. Boom, 38 points against KC, who's not a slouch of a defense either. So the guy puts up numbers, consistently. But that's not even why I brought this up. Why I brought this up was I want to show you what my scores last week. I had 3 points from Todd Gurley. I had 0 points from CEH. I had the 3rd highest score of the week. So I can have 1, maybe 2 guys not do that well and still put up a big time number. We look at, she put up 119, and if we look at, what is she averaging per week? And I think I'm averaging a whole 15 points more than her, 2107. Look at that. 100 and it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah, it's about 10, it's about 9 points more. I hope you're wrong, but I definitely think it's my time.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be a close one. I know you're projected to win. Everything says that you should squeak out a double-digit win. There's just something about the team, the players she's got right now, the matchups, the fact that she's due. A team like hers that has been dominating all year, maybe a little gimpy these last few weeks. It may be due for one of that 185, 190 games from her team. So
maybe I'm having a hard time seeing where she gets at. I think she's gonna need production from everybody. Yeah. Is honestly what I think. But I'm looking at an opponent rank of Jacksonville against the run. They're 3rd against the run. No, that's not what that is. What is that? Oh, it's position rank. Excuse me. I would like to see where Jacksonville ranks against the run. So that's curious to me.
Division game, Mike Glennon, who looked better than Luke, whoever the hell his name was. We'll see what happens.
What did he do last time against Jacksonville, or have they not played Jacksonville yet?
I think they have.
They have. Oh, look at this. 25 carries for 84 yards, no TDs. They held him in check big time.
Well, I mean, held him in check. He got 84 yards. Touchdowns
you get
are
the
hard.
ball 25. You get the ball 25 times.
I mean, it's been a long way. I mean, I get it. I hear what you're saying. Division game. Anything can happen in these division games. That's
his third yards per carry game of the year. Yeah, only Buffalo and Chicago's worse.
You think Doug Marrone don't know that? You think Vic Fangio in Denver over here doesn't know that CMC needs to be stopped? I mean,
I'll tell you what's gonna happen is they're gonna put 8 in the box for Henry, and my boy Tannehill is gonna throw the ball all over the place. That's what's gonna happen.
So you're going with Tannehill, huh? Over Josh Allen? What do you think of Josh Allen's give you?
Josh Allen's playing Pittsburgh.
So,
well, we'll see. My decision is not locked in. Everyone, the rankings have Josh Allen as the 4th or 5th best QB start this week, and he really should be a lock it in starter. I don't know though. I feel like Tannehill has a higher floor than Allen does.
Okay.
This week, but we will see. I am not done here. Honestly, I could let Stephanie pick at what quarterback I play, and I would be comfortable. I can put in Taysom Hill against Philadelphia, and I feel pretty good.
Oh, the disrespect. Oh man, Stephanie, I know you're not gonna let this slide.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I just don't think with the quarterbacks I have a big disparity here. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying I'm gonna let her pick my quarterback, but maybe I will. I don't know. I mean, I like where's my weakness on QB here? if my choices are Taysom Hill, Tannehill, and Josh Allen, I mean, I don't know.
You know what they say? If you got 3 QBs and you don't have one, like if I'm having to make this decision going into Week 14, you should,
Sure, but it's a nice when I had Dak Prescott and then I just traded away Allen, I would take this situation any day of the week.
Oh, of course, because you got him right back for free 3 weeks later. Thanks, Brandon. Anyway, all right, that's enough of this game. Well, these are the 2 games. Jacob,
these are the only 2 games. I don't think we need to get into the losers bracket. That's not worth our time. But why don't we make our predictions for the rest of the playoffs? You go first.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Rest of the playoffs, and so I've got Stephanie winning, and I have Martin winning. And if that is the case, that means Martin would play.
There you go.
Let's see here. Yeah, that means Martin would play Brandon, and I would play Stephanie. I will say that, and again, barring injury, we've got us a week away. I'm going to go ahead and go with myself with that. Okay, I'm going to take old Steph out here in that second round, and then between Martin and Brandon, I'm going to take Martin. Okay, which means it'll be myself and Martini in the finals, and I'm going to go ahead and win. So that's
Okay. Well, I've got myself beating Stephanie, and I've got Martin winning. I have not looked at Martin's matchups against Brandon, but I think I like Brandon's team overall better. So I'm going to go with Brandon beating Martin and making it to the finals. And as much as I would love to say that we would have a, cousin matchup in the finals, and if both teams are healthy, I looked at the matchups a little bit, and I kind of like mine, but there is less room for error on my team. So, which means I'm going to need some more 40 burgers, than I would like to rely on. I think you do beat me and go to the finals against Brandon, which is also the ultimate shit talking, finals. And yeah, I do think you do win. And thank God you can get off this one championship thing that you've been on, because good Lord, who also has one title? Jeff fucking Hanna has one championship in our league.
Yeah, he does.
Chris Kane and Billy have one championship in our league. That's the company you're in right now.
Dude,
so,
yeah, I'm out here looking like Trent Dilfer and fucking,
That's not what you want. You don't want to be Nick Foles. You don't want to be Trent Dilfer. And let's be honest, the Baltimore defense won that championship.
Eli Manning than Trent Dilfer. Okay.
You want to be Eli Manning, of course.
I want to be two-time, winner Eli Manning. This is my time. I tell you what, the last time I was in a position to even think I'd win, I made some damn coaching mistakes. I'm a little bit more seasoned, at this point in time. I've got the players in place. Who knows what happened. The great thing about the bye is you don't have to play. The bad thing is, injuries, whatever can happen. You really never know. So we'll see what my team looks like.
Yeah, unfortunately, your team's not actually resting. That is, that's the worst thing. You're just hoping you come out of it unscathed, injury wise. And I tell you another thing I'm scared about your team is I'm just, is Michael Thomas gonna, wake up at some point? If he does. I'm happy that I can hopefully catch you next week with Drew Brees still not there. So hopefully, Michael Thomas is still not getting the numbers that he would be getting if Drew Brees was there. So I don't know. It's exciting. I'm excited for this weekend. My matchup with Stephanie, but I think I win. I think I win handily, to be honest.
Yeah, and just so you know, when Taysom Hill does throw, he's a one progression read guy. So Michael Thomas got 11 targets, 9 catches, 105 yards last week for 21 points.
When
he passes, he's feeding. Sorry, Renee, at the behest of Alvin Kamara is really where the damage has gone there. Michael Thomas is here, right? We all know what Tyreek can do. Oh my God, can y'all remember that? The guy didn't even know he caught a touchdown. It's.
Thank God you didn't lose your game, because that would have been the difference.
It would have been. It would have been the difference. 8 points is all I was able to.
I can't believe Andy Reid didn't challenge that.
Yeah, I know it was. They were kicking off. It was a crazy week, but no.
That's how good the Chiefs are, though. They just breeze through games, and they're just we're not worried about it. We'll win.
It's very strange when you have a top 3 running back like I do, undrafted free agent off the waiver wire, surefire 12th round pick. I'm actually considering first rounding Tyreek Hill. That's where it's at right now. Because this guy, he going to get you 4, 5, 40 burgers next. The chemistry is there.
I will bet good money right now you do not do that.
Well, the fact that I put it out in the atmosphere and I thought about it is it's a question. It ain't a 100% lock, right? And so we'll see what happens in the offseason. I think I tried to give everybody James Robinson. Nobody wanted to take him. You were wrong about that guy.
I was wrong, and I actually corrected that mistake in one of my other leagues. And we'll find out soon because we've gone long. I am second in points. More points than I've scored in this league, and I am 5-8 and missed the playoffs.
Oof.
And I will say a few weeks ago, though, I did make a trade when I was trying to cover buys, and I did trade away Kyler Murray and Zeke for James Robinson and Lamar Jackson. And honestly, it was a better trade overall all around. But now I have the same keeper rules in that league. So now I get to keep James Robinson in that league next year. Yeah. So, but let me just real quick to the rest of you. That's what you do if you want to win consistently, is you're constantly looking at not just this year, the next year and the year after. So that's where the difference is. Lewis, you're new, Brandon, Martin, those are the things you got to be doing, not making 120 transactions on the toilet every week. And I love you, Brandon. I got to message you.
Brandon's great. Brandon wanted me to change my team name. I told him I'd stick with it, but if I do change my team name next year, you know what's going to be? The Queen's Gambit, baby. Okay, it's chess, not checkers out here. You got to think 3, 4, 5 moves ahead, and that's what I do. Okay, this is what I do.
I'll fight you. I might change my name to Queen's Gambit because that was the best show all year.
It was. I finished it last week. It was so good, man. I was so impressed. It was great. But anyway,
that was the best.
Video. Great regular season, guys. I love everybody here. It's been so much fun. We'll get another one out next week. There's gonna be some fireworks, consolation bracket people. Hey, whatever. I think whoever wins there maybe gets their buy-in back. I don't even know how the money.
They get 100 of their buy-in back. So yeah.
Okay. So that works. Let's keep marching on and having some fun. And maybe we do one of these little live videos for one of the weeks that makes sense to have the people playing and we can watch together, Sunday football or something. I think that may be fun if everyone's available, so that I can, see Stephanie cussing out Craig, or whatever the case may be, have Brandon do a meltdown. It would all be fun. But anyway,
it would be great.
It was awesome.
See you guys later.